I thought I unhooked that. My bad. Thanks, man. Thank you there. Sorry, I didn't know my mic was muted. I thought I just hit the unmute button on that. I can't believe I did that. Well, I apologize. Just military term. I guess I was a little ate up there. Sorry. Yeah, everybody was chiming in and they're like, hey, where's your muted, man? Hey, Rosin, hey, no sound, lad. And there's Jerry, hey, yeah, sound. Let's all get it on there, brother. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing this coverage here for today. Also going to be trying to see if we can get a little bit of a dig on our subscriber goal today. I think I'm going to go for like 3750. I think that'd be a good thing to try to hit for today. We'll see how it works out. I heard the term go off. There's a lot of activity going up here up in Canada of all places. They've got tornado warnings and stuff up there. I'm not worried about Canada, but they're getting hit pretty good up that way right now. So we're just waiting for the stuff back here in Iowa to get going. Let's go ahead and review this for everybody. Obviously, we're just kind of getting started. We've got that enhanced area for severe weather for today. I was planning on trying to do this yesterday, but I really got a really bad sinus headache. It was so bad I just couldn't. I was not on my game, so I just couldn't do it yesterday. But that's what we're looking right now. As far as the tornado threat today, it is going to be running where these storm chasers are. Again, I can show you the tornado threat here as we got the icons dancing across the screen. That is this area there in southern Iowa, into Illinois, and into northern Missouri. So that's our target zone here for today. That's also where the large hail is going to be, that large hail risk there. You see that slight risk stretching from, you're seeing that wind damage threat coming from Michigan all the way back in toward Oklahoma. And then here's our large hail threat, also generally kind of in the same area. So that's what we're looking at here for this afternoon as we kind of watch what goes on with this stuff for today. I think I got everything up. I'm not exactly sure if I got everything up, but we're going to be watching this pretty closely here for this afternoon. Again, you guys that are on, you know the drill. My regular viewers who are coming on here, again, get this in there, share it with your guys, man. Do the thumbs up thing. We got to try to see if we can get the algorithm to get tricking us a little bit and get us going here for this afternoon. But yeah, let's see what those spotters out here are seeing as he's going through town right now. So he's not quite in a position just yet. We'll see what happens as they get a little bit closer. Guys, got any questions? Again, I got like I said, I got the chat ninja up, so we can say hello to everybody at the Minnesota Storm Chasers there in southeastern Minnesota. Boy, y'all had a pretty good tornado up in Minnesota yesterday. I was really mad I missed that one. Yeah, hello, Western Ireland in the house representing, absolutely. And there's Jerry Dean from Central Wisconsin. How you doing there, Jerry? Good to see you today. So again, love to put the stuff on here. Now I've almost got my tropical version of this pretty much made up. I got different logo up atop. I've got some other stuff that I've got the same features with this over on that. The only thing we're checking on, or going to try when we do the tropical stuff, by the way, is going to be checking the actual other chat program or crawl program I have that'll illustrate the data for the tropical systems. I've also got a friend of mine who helped me with the crawl down below that we finally got figured out, to basically the position above my head to have whenever we have a tropical system, to actually have the winds and the movement and stuff, they'll be automated. So as soon as it comes in, it's going to post. That's a couple things we're working on here for the tropical side of this thing here. I also went ahead and decided to order me a couple of lights. I did that today. I've been using just kind of the one kind of cheap light in here. My daughter gave me this right back here. It says on air back over on me, but I turn it on, I can't see it. It's totally blasting out. You can't see the coverage and stuff on there as well. So I got to get better lighting, so everything's kind of just focusing on me, and if anything's on behind me, it just blares it right out. So I want to get a couple side lights here to kind of see if I can adjust that a little bit, make it a little bit better for you guys out there. So yeah, we're starting to get the cap to kind of break a little bit in this area. It is plenty warm out here. Check out these temperatures, guys. It is plenty warm out here. We're talking temperatures well in lower 90s in there, and the cap's just starting to break. So looks like I timed this thing just about right. It looked like it was about 4 or 5 o'clock when this thing was going to start to go. And we're starting to get that indications here. You see the little stuff here starting to pop up here a little bit. Of course, this is the big one that we just popped. That's only popped in like the last 30 minutes. So let me get this back over here. Sorry. So we just, this stuff's just starting to go right here and right down here. So we're just starting to get this thing going. So we'll see how this thing, there you were talking about the tornado up there. I don't know. I didn't see the official report on that yet. I'll have to wait and see what that happens when those things report a little bit later. But we're starting to get the cap to go here a little bit, and we're going to see stuff here starting to go downhill here for later this afternoon. Absolutely going to do that. So I got everything. I think there's a couple things I forgot to put up here. I think, ooh, I need to turn that off. I got two crawls up right now. I tell you what, let's turn off the. Which one do I want to turn off? I want to turn that one off. Let's turn that one off. Yeah. So this is the crawl. It kind of gets me the crawl on the side there. I'm still working on that. I still haven't gotten that totally fixed the way I want it to be, but we'll get there. Let's see here. So. Yeah, right now there's no official watches or warnings out just yet. I think that's going to change. I mean, watches, I should say. Well, no, there it is. There's the new watch. Okay, so we got one watch that has just come out. I was waiting for this to come, so here it is right there. This one is for areas there across Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois. Of course, this will be extended back. We'll get into Iowa, Missouri, and into Illinois here shortly. Again, things are just starting to go downhill a little bit here for this afternoon. As folks are coming in and coming out, again, please help me out. If you've not subscribed to the channel, if you have not subscribed, please help this little Army vet get his channel going. The only way I can kind of get the algorithm of bringing people to come in and come out is with you guys' assistance. And this is done by subscribing to the channel, leaving the thumbs up, likes to the channel, and of course sharing. That's the big mantra there. So we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We'll see if we can get there. And then I got weather radios I'm going to give away, which I'm really looking forward to getting there. We got a warning back over toward Michigan. Again, we just showed you that warning we had, the watches that are up across areas of Michigan. And let's see if I can get a better radar. Let's try this one over here. That's a little bit better looking. Yeah, there we go. So here we go. We got this warning here is for northeastern Berry County, Eaton County until 4:45. Storm is located in line extending from Lake Odessa to near Hastings, moving east at 45. So we're just getting these storms. You got some storms in the Chicago areas as well. You've seen some of the rains kind of moving through there. I do have the quad up in Chicago. I do have the live camera there. Chicago's there in the bottom right corner. So it's a little hazy, a little stormy there in Chicago right now. But we'll see what the chasers intercept here. You see Brandon getting in a position there. Again, the Storm Chaser links are down below if you want to add them to your subscriber base and kind of add those guys, give those guys their kudos, as they're the eyes and ears out there for the folks out here in the YouTube universe. Yes, they play a very important role here. So we just kind of got a couple of warnings up right now. Where are the other ones? We got one over here, way over here near Denver. That's a little isolated one over here. Actually, over to Colorado, extreme western Colorado here. This one is for, it's not kind of no man's man, southeastern Kit Carson County. That goes until 3 o'clock. That's a mountain daylight time. So we got that one out there. So we got 3 of them out there. The main target zone is going to be, though, here back in Iowa. That's what we're going to be watching here for today, folks. That's where the best possibility for tornadoes are going to run for today. And we will see how things develop here for this afternoon. Alrighty. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting this thing going today. Let's see here. Let's see what these guys. Yeah, they're getting some dark clouds there as they intercept that storm down to the south. And we're going to get that going here real good. Like I said, this is the kind of stuff when you first get started doing this stuff, it's like people come in, they're like, well, it's not really much going on right now. Not right now, but we're just starting to get things fired up here a little bit. So I wanted to kind of be on air a little before the stuff really starts to get going here. Still waiting from let me see the SPC. I'm still waiting to see if I want to see if the SPC has got their discussion for this next one. I'm suspecting this next watch that's going to come out here is going to be a tornado watch. It's going to come portions of Iowa, Illinois, and into Missouri here for this afternoon. So there's the discussion box. I'm kind of looking into the mesoscale discussion right now and just kind of checking that out. There's that zone. And let's see. So watch is likely here soon, 95%. So they're getting ready to put a watch up here. Looks like they're leaning toward a severe thunderstorm watch box right now. I think that's what that says right there. That's what it appears to be. So we'll see how it goes. It's kind of interesting, for a lot of us weather weenies, those who've worked in broadcast television and stuff, the American Meteorological Society is having their big conference over in Myrtle Beach. I used to love going to those things, and I really need to go and go back to those conventions again, because I really do. Oh, there's somebody else on. I see Nathan Moore out there. A new Storm Chaser just popped up there. I saw him just started broadcasting. So we got 4 Storm Chasers out here chasing this one cell right now. Pretty good. That's a pretty good healthy cell. See the purple in there. And when you get that purple in there, you got hail. Yep, there's our hail core. Got a pretty good hail core there. Sounds of Cincinnati and X-Line. And thanks for the new subscriber there. I appreciate it there. So we're back up to where we were last week. It's kind of interesting, folks. Doing this whole YouTube thing, doing my videos that I'm doing. Ever since they changed the algorithm back in January, I don't get a huge exposure. I get a few hundred views on my videos at best. Thanks for the new subscriber. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I think I'm gonna really start playing up the whole veteran-owned and veteran-operated thing. Maybe that'll help me out a little bit with the wanting to get the channel going. But it's really all about you guys. It really is. If you're coming in here, and I've got some regular viewers who are watching, it really is all about you. I want to try to do the best product possible for you guys. And hey, hope, pray not. Yeah, absolutely. But I just want to try to do the best product possible, keep you guys informed. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming hurricane season, as I've mentioned on many occasions. But the best opportunity for me to grow this channel is when we're doing the live broadcasts. And we're doing this on Facebook and on live right now. I have not seen any chats on the oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. I always forget to do one thing. There's one thing I got to do on Facebook. I totally forgot I got to do this. There's one thing I forgot to do. The chat on Facebook won't start unless I pop out the chat. So I need to I got to pop the chat out. I totally forgot about that. Pop out. Boom. There we go. Now we're up. All right. So if you're on the Facebook, if you want to give me a comment, you can do so. Actually, I should do it. Hello on Facebook. That's one thing I forgot to do. When you're on, let's see. There I am. There you go. Okay, good. So when you're doing the chat engine, you got to have your chats pops up, because they're an extension off of the Chrome browser that I'm using, and that's what allows me to bring people up. So I just put this on Facebook here. That's me. So Facebook's working and YouTube's working, so I can chat with both audiences at the same time, and it's so critical when we have that stuff going on. You must be in a 3 in the morning or 2. Yeah, we got a couple of them out there. Definitely got a couple of them out there. Let me go back over here to the bill. So if you're new to the channel again, please just subscribe to the channel. It does help the algorithm. And speaking of the warning, we just got a new one just came out as we were watching this cell that's blown up here. Really in the last about 40 minutes, this one's been around. Baseball size hail. Wow, look at that, folks. That's got some serious. And we saw the hail core. We were just looking at it. Damage threat is destructive. This is for eastern Putnam County, and Schleidler County there in Missouri goes until 4:15. So it's just over the line there. So we got some very, very bad stuff there. So we do have some ingredients. Asking if we had ingredients for tornadoes. We do. Again, if you just haven't seen that, I'll show that to you here real quickly. Again, the tornado threat today is in this zone. That's where we're kind of seeing there, right on the Iowa, Missouri border right there through Missouri. It's running about a 5% risk for tornadoes. So we do have a risk for tornadoes in that zone. This supercell thunderstorm that's there by itself right there on the Iowa-Missouri border, you notice that's right where that 5% is. So this is the type of storms that we're going to follow here this afternoon to see if we're going to get anything potentially become tornadic. So again, as you guys are coming on in to watch the severe weather coverage here for today, please, if you're passing through, please give me a thumbs up on there. If you consider, it'd be an honor and a pleasure to have you on board as a new subscriber to the channel. I'll continue to do with the severe weather coverage here for this afternoon and, well, future events here, especially for the upcoming hurricane season. I'll be pretty busy for that as well, and it'll be a pleasure to have you on board to try to build this little channel, because that's what we are. We're the little channel that could, as we jokingly refer to you. Whoops, hello, to some of the stuff out there. So we got a couple warnings there. One on the Iowa Missouri line. We got one over here into, obviously over here into Michigan. We still got the storms over here, although that radar is terrible. God, that's one thing I hate about I really can't wait till they get all of these radars to be standardized, to be the same, because they're not. Some are newer than others. So as a result of that, their pixelation is not as good. Oh, it says here, what you got there? Do you mind if I shout out on my video? Oh, sure. Go ahead. You put your video. Go ahead. Yeah, if you want to put in the link there, absolutely. Go ahead. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So yeah, absolutely. Let's go back over to the Des Moines radar here as you continue to watch this big cell over here. This is the one I'm watching to see how these other storms that are just starting to pop. There's very juicy in here. We're talking, got plenty of heat. Obviously, this time of year, we don't have to worry about thunderstorms not having enough energy because we've got summertime temperatures. We got temperatures in the 90s. We got gasoline there, man. We got the fuel. We got a weak frontal system that's coming through here that provides the lift. You get a little bit of spin there, and you could possibly get something tornadic. I haven't looked at the velocity in here in a hot minute. Let's take a look at the velocity mode in here, and it's showing some spin. It's showing a little bit of spin in there, just a little. Not a whole lot, but there's some spin in there. See the greens and the reds, that's winds going away and toward the radar. So we're definitely getting that with that cell. So we'll see if that becomes potentially tornadic in here. Let me stop this real quick. Let's do a little eyeball test in here. You see we got 40 mile-per-hour winds away from the radar, and we got 46 towards. So you add them together, it's about 90 miles per hour. You got some spin going on in there. I'll have to watch that, see if that potentially becomes tornadic, as this storm is just kind of getting organized right now. Turn that back off right now. So I do appreciate it. I do need to make sure. There's one thing I did not get up. Let me go and let me get my storm labs going here. Got to get the storm labs going. Not that. I mean, not storm labs. Not storm labs. I'm having a brain fart, man. Streamlabs, sorry, Streamlabs, Stormlabs, Streamlabs. Go to the dashboard here, so getting everything going. Yeah, I love the rainbow. Let's cast the rainbow. And so I'm just making sure my alerts are all up and stuff. So as you guys subscribe to the channel, obviously we do the little hello, how you doing? Kind of get that out there and do that. I need to get my desktop audio up. I had that muted there for a second. So as folks subscribe to the channel, you get a little wave there, and when you do subscribe to the channel, you're automatically enrolled to win a free NOAA weather radio. We still got a ways to go. We're about 74% of our goal, 74.18%, and once we get another, we're looking at what, 1291. We got 1,291 more subscribers, and we'll get to the 5,000 level, and then we're going to give away 8 free NOAA weather radios. They're the official ones, the real good ones. So we're talking about these right here. That's what we're going to be giving away once we get to 5,000 subscribers. So all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. You're automatically registered to go there, and we'll do a drawing here, hopefully before the end of the year. I'm really hoping before the end of the year. So we'll see how it goes with the hurricane season. I am suspicious that we may possibly get maybe something tropical making landfall across the northern Gulf, maybe beyond next week. We'll see it. The models, the GFS and the European, are hinting at something there, but it's still a little bit early to call. So I'm looking forward to doing severe weather coverage with that as we get into further into June. It's a little early. Even if we got anything tropical, I don't think it'll be like a big time hurricane, at least not the way it's looking right now. I think a tropical storm in the northern Gulf. And that would be a good tester for me to test everything with some of the things that I'll be putting together here for the hurricane season. Another thing I want to put together is something to do with the hurricane hunters and the vortex messages. That's something else we're working on as well. The vortex messages, by the way, are the drop sounds that the hurricane hunter aircraft kind of let out there and stuff. So let's see what he's getting in pretty good position here. This is Vince. Let's see what he's seeing back here to his west. Yeah, it's a pretty good thunderstorm there. Absolutely. See the low laying on a wall cloud there right down here. See right back here, that's where we're kind of seeing some circulation. This storm's still in its, I would call it its infancy. It's just kind of getting cracking out there right now. So we'll see how that continues to develop here. The storm is moving out of Iowa and moving into Missouri right now. So let me show you I'll show you the simulated radar here. This is what we're expecting here as we progress here for the next few hours. So let me look at let's look at that real quick. Let's get this thing going. I gotta get those going. I don't have that going yet. All right, let's see here. Where did my simulated radar go? Looking for it. Disappeared on me. I don't know where it went. I hate when that happens. Let me go back over to the radar real quick. I definitely got to clean this thing up a little bit. You get a lot of different products in here. Sometimes you can get like this thing. I can delete this and get this gone. I don't need that there. Boom. I will say this: if you want to know if this is where you typically see tornadoes, yeah, here's their climatology. This was yesterday, but it's pretty close. So where we're seeing the tornadoes, not out of the question. The plains really across the Ohio River Valley, the Mid-Atlantic. It's not unusual to see that kind of tornado activity in there right now. Hey, what is up there, Megan? Good to see you there. Welcome from. How you doing today? Good to see you there. Absolutely. I do love the fact I can do that. I love that. Best thing I ever found out on YouTube. It's like, oh, Chat Ninja. I love that. And if you're over on the Facebook page, I can see your chats too. I'm streaming on both platforms, so you guys can test this. I'm really, the real thing when I'm doing both channels when the hurricane season gets going, that's going to be my big thing. I'm probably going to get more viewers on my Facebook side, just because it's a southeastern based system. Look at all these storm chasers; they're all converging on the same cell. Let's see, he's in the soup right now. Let's see, there's Nathan. Like I said, we're just kind of getting started. We're still just kind of waiting for things to get blowing up in here. We've got rain and some storms that are going through Chicago right now. You see the rain's kind of going through the southern part of the town. Right, getting close to rush hour. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck, but it's on the south side of town, looks like, so not looking too bad there. We do have the one warning up over here. Still looking at this warning here in Michigan, which goes for Berry and Eaton County till 4:45. So not looking too bad there right now. But like I said, we're just kind of getting early into the coverage here for this afternoon. There's going to be watching especially Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois for potential tornadoes here for late this afternoon and into this evening. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. You hit the subscribe button, you hit that thumbs up button. And as obviously the chat is very busy, you can go ahead and leave a chat in there. All those things help with the YouTube algorithm, allows us to kind of pop in there in people's feeds, especially on their geographic location, especially if they're in areas for severe weather. It does help, and that's how you can help me. Again, I'm not the Godfather. I don't have 2 million followers, and those who've watched before know that the Godfather is who I will call him the father of YouTube weather, because he's the one who finally did it, figured it out, and made it the thing. Yeah, well, look, my wife's going, don't advertise the other guy. Well, look, everybody knows who he is. He's got 2 million followers. Look, it's all I can say is at least for my size, my size channel, I can interact with you guys one-on-one basis, which I've got a few folks here, my regulars coming here. But with his broadcast, he's got so like tens of thousands of chats going there at one time. And there's no way, not possible for him to do it. No fault of his own, it's just not possible because he's huge. But he's the godfather, and I'm just a little channel that could. So it's all about trying, but it is about audience reach. And for me, it's not so much an ego thing. It's not like, oh, I want to get this number, get this number. I just want to get the biggest audience I could possibly get to give out critical weather information. That's for me what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And you know, I can have my own success on my own level and be happy with that. So that's why I love doing this stuff. It's why it's really great. It's you know, my days as a TV broadcaster probably over. Probably don't see me doing that much anymore, except maybe as a freelance or fill-in guy. But I have the ability and the power with technology and the things that have been evolving here to be able to do this one-on-one. So this is really a great opportunity to do this. So you guys really help me out. Like, where are we at right now on the, let's take a look at that. I have not looked at that. So we're up to 12 likes so far. Not bad. So again, if you have not liked the channel, do that. Do the like. And go ahead and do the share. So if you share, like, share, and subscribe. Those are the three things that help the channel. 3709 is actually the highest number I've had. What typically happens when I do live coverage, I'll gain some followers, but then when I'm between events, I'll start bleeding them off a little bit. And then when I post my videos, my updates, that kind of replenishes a little bit to where I'm kind of holding my own. That's all. So these live opportunities are the best chances for me to help kind of grow the channel. And I really do appreciate you guys helping me out in that regard. So yeah, somebody was telling me when I was talking to him, he said, hey, you need to play up your vet, be a veteran, own stuff. So I actually put the logo on my first video report today on the tropics. I put like a triple threat thing on there. But to give you an idea, I want to share this. This is kind of neat. I just want to share this. Like this video that I posted 6.5 hours ago, and I've only got 87 views. 87, that's it. Out of that 87, you know, 50 are from the browser, 13 are from external. That means Twitter, Instagram, that kind of stuff, and 10 from notifications. That's from you guys watching on a normal basis. So, yeah. So these videos, when I was first starting off, they would get a lot more than what they're getting now. Now I get very little motion in there at all on those. Now tomorrow it might take off a little bit. You know, just depends. But yeah, those videos, I like doing them because it's good practice to do and everything else. But they just don't give me the growth opportunities there as I would like to see. Oh yeah, there's Megan. Hey, thanks MCS. Yep. Yeah, appreciate you guys checking in there. So, again, we're just kind of getting things going here. I would suspect these other two cells we need to watch out for is to see if this one up here becomes severe. This one is kind of a smaller one. We'll see if that becomes severe. Again, if we get anything tornadic today, I think, as I've said it in the headlines you see down below, they will be isolated. But it only takes that one, man. You get that one to kind of come in your area. I say, can I tell my audience to subscribe? Absolutely. Hey, man, I am all for it, man. Absolutely. You can share. I'll tell you one of the things I'm hoping to do eventually. I don't think I'm big enough to do it just yet, but I hope hopefully in time I'll be able to do it. What I'm hoping to do is to have where I have group discussions with other people with different channels. So weather nerds unite in the sense that the whole point of the comment. So me as a meteorologist, somebody else, and we have like a 4-panel discussion where we talk about upcoming potential events, maybe a landfalling hurricane or an upcoming big winter storm or something like that. So we can kind of cross talk a little bit, cross promote our own channels, and do it that way. If you guys are familiar with the YouTuber Nerdrotic, he does a lot of the stuff for the stuff like Star Wars and Star Trek and Doctor Who and all the different big franchises, Marvel. They do those discussions all the time, so they cross promote their own channels, and that's what I hope to do eventually on ours. Eventually. You know, I just don't think I'm at a number that's really to categorize me as the go-to guy to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and take into this channel here again. Let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at this. I want to look at the Ville again. We were seeing almost baseball size hail in here, and still looking at some very large hail showing up in here. Getting near Livonia, coming up to Lancaster here soon, Queen City. We're talking baseball size hail being reported in here. When you see hail that size, you know you've got some very strong updraft thunderstorms with these cells. So we got some pretty good storm. But right now, that's the only storm that's kind of popped up just now. Again, we'll see how things develop here for this afternoon. I think we'll get some more activity, but it's going to be just a little bit longer here before we see that. So there it is. I put it down here. Now I know where the simulated radar went. Now I know where I put it. I can go back to it. So let's take a look at that real quick. I want to show you that what we're expecting here this afternoon. So let me go ahead and step you through this. Going to go to my interactive mode here. And again, we're watching that area there in Iowa. So you see where it kind of blows up there. Let me get the latest run. I think I'm one off. Let's go to the latest run here. There we go. All right, so there's those storms really getting flared up there as we go into this. This appears to be a little bit slow than what we're seeing right now, but it really gets cracking here as we head toward 8, 9 o'clock. See that? And that'll be like 7, 8 o'clock there in the central time zone. So we'll see how that works out there as those storms flare up. See it going through Iowa, going into Illinois, into Missouri, some pretty hefty thunderstorms all the way back into Kansas. So this stuff's just now starting to fire along that boundary out ahead of that cold front that's coming through there. So that's what we're waiting on, and we're just getting started. And the things that I look at when we get stuff to develop is we're looking for the lightning to go up, we're looking for the hail to go up, we're looking for all those different things to come in and get going on that. So we'll see if we get any decent coverage here for today. Like I said, I'd love to try to get to 3750. I think that'd be a reasonable thing to do. But it's going to be a fight until we get things really start to popping out there a little bit. So we're a little bit early. So average view time right now is running about 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So it means every viewer that's coming in, coming out, it's every 4 minutes we're getting a turnover out there for the channel. Yeah, that's what absolutely. I mean, that's what I'm hoping to do. There's some things I want to test here with the chats with the OBS system, so you can bring in different chats. You send out different links and do those chats, and then we can have the discussions and promote them out there. Not only on when we do these the chat link ups, we can share them obviously between everybody. So. Yeah, I know we conquered the numbers last time. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do it this time. I'll be happy with 3750. I really would. So right now there's only 7 people out there watching. So we don't have a whole lot of people out there watching right now. It's still a little bit early as we're getting into the severe weather coverage. So we'll see if we can get some additional people to come on board here for this afternoon and see how it goes, because you know, it's just one of the things. You got to play it by ear, and you know, I just don't know how many more of these type enhanced events that we're going to see here. I think the big opportunities again are going to be for the tropics, which you know, we'll see how that works out here in going into the future here in the near future. We'll see how that works out. So let me see here. Let's go to. I want to show. Let's show the. So let's see here. I tell you what I want to try to do. I'll show you here. I'll go ahead and show this right now. What the heck? Let's go ahead and show it. So, let me switch over to the right one here. Just hold on 1 second. Let's go to here. So I wanted to go ahead and show you this, what we're going to be watching here for the tropics here coming up here shortly. I got the thunderstorms there today, but I wanted to show you this real quick. I switched over to this model here. This is the American GFS model. So we got the one tropical system that's going to go into Mexico. That's the one coming up here for this upcoming Thursday and Friday. So we may get a brief tropical storm there. This moves in, and then there's something that pulls in behind it. See that going up very quickly, though. See how fast that moves up there? Boom, going into early next week where we could be looking at a landfalling tropical storm. This is the American GFS model going into next Monday. So if we get anything tropical that comes up, makes landfall, you see it kind of stretches it right into the southeast going into next week. We got a few days to watch that, but I suspect if we get that, that'll be my next live event, will be for next Monday. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you, my regular guys who are out there watching right now, that we got to watch for that tropical stuff out there for next week, because that could be a busy day. That'll be a good day to test a lot of stuff out there. If you're over on the Facebook side, again, the chat is open. I just want to make sure that if you're watching on Facebook, I probably should have put in my title. I didn't even think about doing that, but we shall see. Oh yeah, the MC. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sorry. Anyway, all right. So let's go back out. I want to check to see that. Still got this warning over here in Minnesota. Michigan. Even though this radar stinks. I hate it. Oh, we got a new warning came out. Let's see what we got here. Where are we at here? Boy, they're getting a lot of heavy. Oh, this is over into Kansas. Let's go back over to Kansas. We've got a new warning here out in Kansas. We've had some 60-mile-per-hour wind reports with this thing. So here we go. This is for Scott County in west central Kansas. Goes till 4:30. We're looking at 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is moving southeast at 15. So I see a couple of the wind damage reports here showing 66-mile-per-hour winds being reported there. And looks like some of the mesonet stuff at 66-mile-per-hour gusts wind there. So we got some pretty gusty winds out for those storms out there in Kansas right now. And I'm sure we'll get some more out here. And see how the sky's looking out here. Looking pretty good out there right now. A little capped out there in Missouri. You can see that. You don't see the vertical development of those clouds. It's a little bit of a cap in place. Once the cap goes, those clouds will start billowing up. Okay, you got to think of it. There's a warm layer above, and that air's trying to rise. It's going to hit it, boom, just fall apart. But when the cap leaves, boom, it'll go up. So that's what we're kind of waiting on, is to see how the atmosphere. And usually that happens late in the day when the sun starts going down, the intense heating starts going down. That allows the cap to kind of break a little bit, and we get some more storms out there. So if you guys are new to the channel, again, welcome on board. This is the Weather Nerds channel, or the little channel that could. If you could please do me a favor, I know you guys are coming in and coming out, you're surfing on your phone, you're doing all that kind of good stuff. Please just leave me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel by hitting the Facebook likes and by doing the subscriber stuff and leaving the chats. It helps the YouTube algorithm, allows me to kind of bring in additional viewers. Small channel, that's the kind of help we got to do. We figured this out a little while back, and we're trying to see if we can get to 30. We got to add about 41 more subscribers to kind of hit the goal for today. We're trying to get to 3750 today. So if you could please do that, I would appreciate it, and help this old Army guy try to build a pretty good channel. We're going to try, at least through time. Alrighty, so let's see here. I want to go in here and double check in here. Boy, he's right. He must be right in some hail. Oh, he's offline. Yeah, he's right in the dead center of that storm. Let's see what Vince is seeing here. He's probably not in good viewing territory there as well. He is in. I tell you where he is sitting at right there. You see the storm chaser. He is right near to the west of Glenwood. We're talking. So, and thanks for the new subscriber there. Thank you very much. I do appreciate every subscriber that comes onto this channel. Again, it is a big honor and a pleasure to have you on board there. Hey, hello, let's give you a little wave there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so that's a pretty good hail core, and we've had reports in there of baseball-sized hail. So he's a little braver than I would. I tell you, if I see that kind of hail, I don't want to damage my car that bad. Hell, I've heard storm chasers actually take rental cars and go storm chasing with rental cars, which I guess they could do legally. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do that. But there's some very good hail in here as well. Let me go back over to the Ville again, and you can kind of see that hail core. Oh yeah, very big, large hail core in here. That is in a couple of these storm chasers are in here. We'll see if they're gonna see anything as far as baseball size hail. I keep looking. It's showing hail in that area, but he's just showing rain right there. And let's check. Let's see if Brandon's back. Brandon's still down. I wonder if he lost his connectivity there. So he might be in that hail core. We got a pretty good hail core right through there. That's for sure. Along that warning. Hey, if you again, we appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you're passing through, as always, please give me a thumbs up there. Helps the algorithm. We got 40 more subscribers to get today. That would be a nice goal to hit. We're trying to get as close as to 5,000. Oh, we got a new warning that just came out. Let's check out the latest on this one. Tennis ball size hail. Ouch. We're talking damage threat is considerable here. So we're talking southern Davis County. And, ooh, that's nice, Julie.
Everything I want.
Oh, very nice. My wife is showing off her new fashion choice. We got southeastern Appaloosa County. This goes until 4:15. The storm is moving east at 40. So, kind of interesting. It looks like these storms might be splitting apart a little bit. Looks like this core here is paralleling there, and this one here is kind of going south here. So we got a little split there, probably right around that boundary there. But clearly you can see very well in here with that purple, that high reflectivity showing in there. We've got some very large hail in here. Not unusual to see this time of year. So here's our two hail cores. You got one here to the south, you got one here that's kind of moving this way. All right, so we've got a couple of good hail cores in there. When you talk about the summertime, again, we're talking about tremendous cape. We're talking energy because it's so hot out there. So you can get tremendous updrafts. And, unlike the springtime where you might get 35, 45,000 foot tops, you can start getting to summer. You can go 50, 55, 60,000 foot tops. So you get some really good ones in there as these storms start to pop. They go way up in the atmosphere. So the stronger the updraft, the more like a big engine, you get the hail can go up and go down, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger until they get too so big they just drop right out of the sky. So as these storms get larger, the bigger the storm, the stronger the updraft, the larger the hail it's going to be. So we'll see what's a couple of these guys. There's Corey, he's hanging back a little bit. All right, so everybody's kind of in the same area. Kind of watching the storms to see. What I'm waiting to see is if these storms on the periphery, here to the north and this one to the south, to see if these one will actually pulse up. They're kind of holding their own right now. Not really severe for the moment, but we'll see how that transpires. So we got one little warning over here in Michigan. We got one here across the Missouri-Iowa border. We got one over here back into Colorado and one back over here into Kansas. So we got a pretty good coverage area we're trying to cover here with the severe weather here for today. So as you folks are coming in to check out the coverage here on the Weather Nerds channel, I'm your host. I'm Greg, by the way. I'm a former TV meteorologist and retired Army guy. And we're trying to watch the coverage here for this afternoon. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It does help with the algorithm. Again, we're a small channel. We're a small operation here. So when you subscribe to the channel and when you give a thumbs up and you leave comments, it helps the YouTube algorithm. It allows this feed to get picked up into other people's feeds. So, and I watch the counter. So I watch the concurrent viewers as new viewers are coming in, because the turnover is like 4 or 5 minutes, and then you go on to something else. So please, before you go, just please do that, and it really does help the channel, and I do appreciate it, absolutely do. So I got some hail reports here being reported. Let's take a look at some of these here now. Oh, look at it here. Got tennis ball size hail on the ground. Oh man, that's just terrible. And this was showing here. Let's see. This was also showing also very large hail on the ground. So we've got history. We got reported hail on the ground in there. Oh, there's Megan Otto. There's folks sharing the channel there. Hey, thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. She's over on the Facebook page. So we got folks watching on the Facebook page. And if you're watching on Facebook, obviously a little different on the Facebook page, just like the channel on Facebook. I've been kind of stuck at like 10,950. I've been kind of stuck around that number for a long time. I get over it, I come back down, I get over it, I come back down. Haven't really seen a lot of growth there on that channel. So if you're over there, please consider liking that channel over there as well. Not just YouTube. I mean, we're doing YouTube, but also Facebook. So I appreciate that. Alrighty, so I really love the chat engine. God, I'm so grateful I got that. I'm so grateful I found that. And you could learn everything out in the YouTube universe that you need to do to make your product good. Still wish I knew why Streamlabs doesn't work half the time. That's a little aggravating, but oh well, you just kind of do what you got to do. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pull back out here. I want to look. Let's check out these storms out in Kansas here real quick. Let's look and see how these storms are progressing. That one don't look all that bad. That one looks like it's been weakening a bit. And this one here to the west could go severe here shortly. But I just heard the alert tone. Let's see. We got one up here to the north. I was right in that area. It's good. I was kind of watching out this way. Let's go check this out. So this one's a new warning here. We're looking at southeastern Carson County, that's in Colorado, and northern Wallace County and western Sherman County. Goes till 3:45. Storm is moving east at 25 miles per hour. So that one doesn't look all that bad. Again, there's not a whole lot of people out here, but what's interesting is you notice the airflow here. I'm kind of seeing an airflow that's kind of going this way, but then you got these storms kind of moving this way. So whenever they kind of meet up, you can kind of get spikes in the thunderstorm activity in there, especially this time of year. That's the one fun thing about this time of year when you're talking about thunderstorms, because you're not talking about huge events. You're talking about literally rocks in a pond. You drop rocks in a pond. You know how the ripples kind of go out and they spread out. Those are called and outflow boundaries. When these outflow boundaries converge with each other, little bumper car action, that's when you get the thunderstorms to really kind of blow up there. So I do appreciate, yeah, that does, it's something you just appreciate here. I'm kind of checking to see what some of these guys are doing out here. There's Nathan's camera. And the chaser can, I got 3 chaser canners on the link down below if you guys want to check those out as well. And it's kind of interesting, that's the only cluster of storms we got right now. These up here though, looks like this one here might get pretty close. This one's starting to show signs it's getting stronger. They're just looking at the reflectivity. We may get a warning on that one soon. This one looks like it may converge with the storm out ahead of it, which can also help the storm kind of pulse up there a little bit. So we'll see how that continues here. This is too far away. That's a little pissy radar here. I guess we'll keep the Davenport radar. We're kind of in between radars, which also makes it a little bit of a challenge. I guess we'll stay on the Des Moines radar. And let me get switched over here. And for those who don't know, this radar program is called Radar Omega. You can find it at the App Store. There are different levels you can purchase and buy for. Whether Radar Omega is based out of Atlanta, they're on the north side of town. I still haven't gone to go see those guys yet. I do plan on doing that pretty soon. So we will. I want to try to see what number I need to get to for a sponsorship with those guys, but I hope to beta test. That's what I really want to do, be able to beta test for them, give my feedback and stuff. When I worked in TV, I used to beta test all the time for the different companies that make their products and stuff to kind of give them feedback, so I'm hoping to be able to do that. So let me double check here. I want to look at the watches and warnings here. Hold on one second. I want to make sure check and see here, see if the new ones come out yet. There it is. There they are. Okay, so here they all are out. There are the watches and warnings going all the way back. Those severe thunderstorm watches all the way from Michigan all the way back into Missouri. So that is where that. And boy, hey, didn't I just call this? I just called this one. This is what you call. Yep, I just called it. This was showing indications of it was going severe, and it has. So 2-inch size hail with this one. Yep. This is for northeastern Davis and southern Wapello County. Goes until 4:30. Storm is moving southeast at 40 miles per hour. So we're starting to get stuff starting to go downhill here a little bit. Let me do one thing here. I do need to go ahead and get this thing up and going. Hold on one second. I like to keep 2 sources up for my watches and warnings, just in case one becomes a problem or it goes down or something like that. It's just kind of a protective thing. You want to make sure that you got that. So I have 2 different programs that I use to do that. I'm not going to use my radar. I don't want to see that. This is strictly for local storm reports, and I just want the tornado watches. Storm watches. There we go. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. So this is the watch and warning here from this perspective here. You can kind of see this again. So these watches go until 10 o'clock Central Daylight Time, 10 o'clock, and this one goes till 9 Eastern over here into 8, that's also Central Daylight Time too for Michigan. So 8 o'clock here, and then 10 o'clock back here to the west. So that is our watches that are currently out there. They did not issue a tornado watch box, probably because the conditions were just kind of marginal there for it. But again, that is still an area that could potentially see tornadoes. Could not rule that out. You can have a severe thunderstorm watch box up, folks, and still have potential tornadoes there. Heck, we had what? It was a week ago. We had tornado warnings out. We had no watches up at all for any of them. 4 different states didn't have it, not one. So that was something to see. Alrighty then. Yeah, we're going to see how things evolve here for this afternoon. Yeah, we're down to 5 viewers now. Like I said, it's not a huge event for today, but we're gonna watch and see how this thing evolves here for this afternoon. I'm probably going to stay on until probably 8, 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. Oh, somebody else is out on the road here. That's Willard. He ain't broadcasting right now. Boy, he's hot where he's at though. Look at that temperature, 96 degrees. Woo, real hot. Real hot. So we're going to be watching this closely. So, again, that tornado threat, and see where those storms are. That's right where that is. That's that brown area. That's that tornado risk running at about 5% across that part of the country. So that's why all the storm chasers are that area. That's what they're kind of waiting to see if we're going to get anything tornadic in this zone now. So we got to see the cameras here. Yeah, he's got pretty good dark clouds, that's for sure. Seeing some pretty good stuff out there. So kind of watching the eye. Hey, thanks for the new subscriber there. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Again, every time you guys subscribe to the channel, every time we get a new subscriber, every time we get a thumbs up, every time we get comments tonight, it helps the algorithm. So you're helping me build this channel, and I do appreciate you 100%. And whoever just subscribed to the channel, just to give you just to let you know, you are automatically enrolled to win a free no weather radio. I'm going to be giving away 8 no weather radios when we get to 5,000 subscribers. There we go. And once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're going to have a big event. There it goes there. I did it by accident. You were just there. How you doing? How good to see you there, Scott. Again, I do appreciate you guys helping to build this channel, and I do appreciate you guys' feedback. I talk with you guys pretty regularly here. We can pull up y'all's discussions. You got something in the chat, you got a question, I can answer your questions for you live as we're watching the coverage here for today. And if you got anything question about things coming up, right now the way things are looking, I'm thinking maybe not next week, we're talking about the following week. If the models are showing right, we may be dealing with a landfalling tropical system later in this month. So stay tuned for that. We got a new warning out. Let's go ahead and check this one out. This is where this storm has been producing some baseball size hail in here. Some pretty good stuff. 4-inch softball size hail. Wow, look at that, buddy. Oh, you got some tremendous updraft in that. Look at that. Northeastern Adair County and Schleider County goes till 445. Storm was located near Queen City or Lancaster, moving southeast at 40. That'll rearrange your wow, that'll definitely rearrange your car pretty well there. Let's look at the VIL again on this as we're just maxing out there. Okay, hey, look, I know you'd love to get a radio, but I'm doing it at random. I'm doing it random enrollment for the radio. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let my daughters do it. I'm gonna let my daughters do it. Here's the list. Pick me 8 names. That's the way I'm hands off. I'm gonna give it to my daughters and say, here, go pick me some radio winners. But this is a tremendous hail core here, guys. Luckily, it looks like what's that? Germania. Looks like a little community right through there. But this is some serious stuff. It looks like Downing, Middle Febus, Crawford. That's might clip that area with some very large hail here, to say the least. A softball size hail. Wow, that's amazing to see. Got a new warning. Where did that one come out? This one's back over into Michigan. Let's go check out the Michigan area. Again, this is also in the watch zone. So let's check out Michigan here. We're talking at least the hail's nowhere near as big as out in the plains, but it's there. This is northern Calhoun County and south central Michigan. This storm is moving east at 50, about 8 miles northwest of Marshall. So this storm is racing in from this direction, kind of coming down Interstate 94. So some pretty good hefty thunderstorm there across Michigan. So we got a couple of warnings there in Michigan, you can see. And we got some activity, obviously, that we're watching back here into parts of Iowa. We got another new warning just came out. That's where this cluster of storms is really kind of getting organized. Been watching this thing ever since it blew. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor. Please hit that like button if you could do me a favor. I think we're currently at 16 likes right now. Every time y'all hit the like button, Helps the channel. If you're already a subscriber, please share it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It does help the algorithm. Helps with the getting a greater reach to a bigger audience there. So baseball's high as hail. Well, we know we've got a history of that with this cell. This is for Scotland County in northeastern Missouri. It goes until 5 o'clock Central Daylight Time. Storm is located near Downing, or 8 miles southeast of Lancaster, moving southeast at 35. So we got a nice little cluster of storms. Look at this nice little cluster. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different warnings all in this one area with these cluster of storms that are moving right along the Iowa-Missouri border right now. And of course, this could get over toward Fort Madison later, over to Burlington. These areas right along the river could be watched here for this very destructive storms with some very, very large hail. And when you get hail being reported that large, it means you got very strong updrafts. You got thunderstorms that are going well above 50,000 feet, and that's what we're seeing there in those zones. So again, we've got well, we're actually 3711, not 3712, but we got 39 more to go. 39 more subscribers to go. We're going to try to get to 3750 today. And we'll see if we can get to that higher level there for us here. Yeah, yes, that's the current. It'll be 1 in 5,000 chance when we get there. Hey, there's Brody. Brody, what you got? Anyway, you can check on my hometown. I'm curious about the 10 minutes. Where is that located? Brody, help me out there. Where is that located? Timmins? Yeah, help me out. I'm not familiar where that's located. Here's Scott. Yes, you're under severe thunderstorm watch there as well. We were just showing you that there. I could show you the watch here real quick. Let's show you the. This is not in Iowa yet. No, just extreme portion of Iowa is getting it right here. So there's the watch boxes going from Michigan, has a couple counties there in Iowa, and then Indiana into Illinois and back over toward obviously Iowa and Missouri right now. So that's where we're seeing that right now. I'm pretty sure we got pretty close to a tornado. I don't know about that. I don't have any tornado warnings out there right now, Brody. Don't worry about it, brother. You're okay. Yeah, northern. You're in Canada. Yeah. I saw that. Actually, I did see that earlier. There was some warnings up there in Canada. Yeah, there's still one up here. I don't really cover the Canadian here, but I love their boxes. They're huge up there. Tornado warning expires in 1 hour and 20 minutes. They're different breed out there, that's for sure, where their watches and warnings up in Canada. But yeah, I did see that, Brody. Yeah, there was quite a bit of activity there in southern Canada earlier. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm so cool that we can pull Facebook and YouTube chat up links at the same time. I really do like that. Hey, no problem there, Brody. Thank you for watching. And again, if you're just following on Facebook, just like the page there. I appreciate it. That way you're kind of up. And if you want to go to the YouTube channel, you can go over there and subscribe on there as well. Whatever platform works best for you there. All right, but we got a nice little cluster of storms there. Let's show the drought. Again, we're kind of in between radars here. I'm kind of switching back and forth here. Let's look at the winds in here. Now, just there's some rotation in there, but nothing tornadic. At least not from what I can see there yet. We'll see. You're going to switch back over to this one. Yeah, just some broad rotation, but nothing tornadic in there yet. Nothing that I can see. So all I know is we got some big time hailers in there. I mean, big time. Hailers been reported all up in this thing. In fact, if you look at where again, this is right where they were saying the large hail was going to be. So there's that path going through Illinois, Iowa, Missouri. Where those storms are sitting, that's where we're sitting. Those hail reports up to softball size hail been reported in that area with some of these storms. So some nasty ones here to say the least. And Corey's traveling in the rain right now. Oops, don't go there. Oh, we got a new warning just came out. Oh, just to the south. There we go. They're trying to stay out ahead of these storms. You see these kind of merging together here a little bit. You got a couple of these storms kind of merging together there. Let's go ahead and check out this warning right here. Again, tennis ball size hail. That seems to be the theme of a lot of these storms. Northern Knox County goes until 5 o'clock, Storm was located 7 miles south of Downing, moving southeast at 30. So that'll definitely do damage to your house, to your roofs, and things like that. Cars, obviously. When you talk about some big chunks of hail falling in the area. Always wonder how folks out in that part of the world, I guess they got barns and they got garages to keep their cars in. You almost have to because these storms like these, they can really mess up a car pretty effectively and easily with this kind of stuff. Hey, if you're new to the channel, I do appreciate you checking out the coverage right now. If you could please do me a favor before you leave, please give me a thumbs up on there. If you consider subscribing, it would be an honor and a pleasure to have you on board here to be part of the channel. Again, when you're a small channel like we are here on the Weather Nerds platform, you got to have a little help from the viewers. You guys, this channel is for you. And in order to make it better and to meet a bigger audience, it requires you guys to help me out a little bit. And that's all done by subscribing to the channel, leaving comments, and thumbs up. All that helps with the YouTube algorithm as we kind of go through this right now. So right now we're up, they're still holding at 16 likes, 17 likes. So thank you, whoever just put that like out there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Again, it all helps with the YouTube algorithm to allow different people come in. Now we're averaging pretty good view time. We got about 6 minutes for today. That's pretty high. Not bad. Got a lot of regular viewers out there. But oh, got a new warning just came out. Where's this one at? Looks like that's up a bunch up in Canada there. It's kind of hovering all of them. Hold on one second. I gotta do one thing real quick. My dog is stuck outside, and I need to bring him inside real quick. So give me 1 second. I'll go to the full screen here for just 1 second. Boom. Please subscribe. Hold on 1 second. Get out of the way. Get. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh boy, I am so sorry about that. How to take care of the old pet. I've got a French Bulldog. It was my father-in-law's dog. And I've got a Jack Russell. They're about the same age, about 12 years old. And she will sit in front of the door and not let him in. So I got to go out there and help the dog come on in there. Got another warning that just came out. Oh, it's out here into Kansas on the Colorado border. Let's check out the storm here. That's a pretty weird looking box. 70-mile-per-hour winds, damage considerable with this one. This is for eastern Cheyenne County, southeastern Wallace County, and northern Greeley County. Goes until 3:45. Storm is moving southeast at 35. So we got a pretty good storm there. Out there just to the east of Cheyenne Wells. You can kind of see that kind of moving. Not like it's moving too fast. So pretty good hailers there. This is that other one I was watching earlier. It's also got some pretty good hail in that one. You can clearly see that with that big purple zone in there. Got some pretty good hail being reported there. So again, I do appreciate you guys helping me out. Again, just every time we add a new subscriber, every time we get a like on the video, it really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it really helps us provide as much coverage as possible to the audience. So it's been kind of hard diggings today, and I kind of figured it was going to be that way. But oh, look at these reports in here. I got 2.5 inch hail. We got 1 3/4 inch hail there. I got quite a little cluster of hail reports. You see these little dots in here. These are your hail reports being reported in here. Let's switch back over to the closer radar. Go back over to the Des Moines radar here. Just on the edge of the range there. Oops. It's like, man, these warnings are starting to pop now, man. Well, there it is. Same place. Here we go. Let's go over here. Let's go into here. All right. Baseball size hail. Wow. Just a lot of hail with this stuff. Van Buren County in southeastern Iowa, Jefferson County in southeastern Iowa. This one goes until 4:45. The storm was moving southeast at 40, 10 miles northeast of Bloomfield. So that is a very bad hail core in there. Let's look at the VIL on this one again. The VIL is our device for measuring, looking at hail, and you got 2 big hail clusters here. You can see them very well. When they gray like that, that means you're top of the scale. It's pressing right on out, and you got this one down here to the south. So we got 2 big, pretty good supercell thunderstorms out here right now, coming into these 2 warning areas. So Very, very bad storms. Let's see what Corey see. I think he's going to intercept that storm to the north. You can't see too well there. He's behind a truck. Poor guy. So there's our cluster of storms here. And these storms will continue to move off this way. So we're going to be moving into, we got to watch this area along the river there between Iowa, Missouri, and into Illinois here over the next few hours. So we're doing, see how this is going here for this afternoon. Yeah, that's going to be how it's going to go. We're going to go up down. I think the most viewers we got up this afternoon was probably about 12. Normally when it's like a big severe weather event, we might be averaging 40 to 50 on a regular basis. So I got Maria. Hey, I got hi Maria, good to see you there. This is on the Facebook side. Yeah, I'm actually able to pull up Facebook comments. First time doing this effectively. I'm glad we're getting some stuff there on the Facebook comment side as well. It's using a program called Chat Ninja. I had to figure out how to use that thing. So I'm good. Appreciate you guys watching out there on there. The only thing I can't do on Facebook is, unless I got the thing up, I can't really see what the viewership is over on that platform unless I go look at it. So but I can still see the chat, which is nice, and it's all showing up nicely in there. Oh, that's you. Okay, you're coming up different. That's not Minnesota Storm Chaser guy. Okay, I see you. All right, I got you, Maria Dugar. Okay, you're coming up a little different on the Facebook side. Okay, so you're not watching that. Well, at least we know it's working on both sides. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. So, all right. So, yeah, we're streaming on both platforms right now. And I really want to see what happens with the tropical stuff coming up here in another week or so. All right. What we got? New warning here. Oh, near Chicago. Now we're getting over to the other part of the watch. Right on the Illinois line here. Got a pretty good still here. This is for northeastern Kankakee. Boy, that's a real Kankakee. That's it. Kankakee County, northern Newton County, and southwestern Lake County goes to 445. So this storm's moving southeast at 30. Quarter size hail there. So they got this whole line that's kind of moving off toward the east here with that storm here. Let me go into this looping here a little bit. Boom. So you kind of see it moving into the east across portions of Illinois and coming into northern Indiana right now. Oh, it's your mom's Facebook? Okay. You got your mom on my time. Okay, I got you. Thanks. Let's go back over here to this radar here. I got you. I was like, I didn't think that was... All right. I wasn't sure. It was like, well, I didn't know your name. I just knew you as a Minnesota Storm Chaser. All righty. Let's watch these cells here. Boy, these have been really, really bad cells. I'll have to watch my counter here, see if we start going up here a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight this afternoon. We're not going to get 38 more. Not with the audience as low as it is. We just can't get the viewership to come up for today. Keep trying, though. We'll see how it works. It's 5 o'clock. We still got a few more hours. We'll see how it works. I haven't even hit 100 viewers today. So it's going to be a bit of a fight. We're going to have a fight today. But you got to work at it. I think one thing I will tell you, it was so interesting when I was going back and I was kind of looking at the history of some of the guys that have been doing this for a little bit longer. Like when Ryan started doing his stuff, there was nobody out there doing it. So when he first started, he was getting tens of thousands. He was getting viewers right out the gate. He did not have to do what I'm having to do because there was nobody out there doing it. Not on that level, not with that stuff. So he was able to gain thousands of viewers right out going. Me, it's a different story because there's already an established level out there with folks. So it's going to be a hard-fought battle. I'm really hoping. I just monetized the Facebook side, but I'm not sure how that's going to translate. We'll see how that works out in the future. But it's very humbling. I did give YouTube a big survey. I did a survey for those guys. I told them what I thought. I thought their stuff was a little bit too monopolizing for some of the channels where you weren't getting the exposure. Oh, here's one thing I want to point out here. You see these little outflow boundaries in here? See these? Yeah, this is where you get the interactive between the stuff forming out here in the plains out here near Colorado and the western portions of Kansas. Yeah, that's interesting to watch there. Boy, we're on the edge of the range there. But look at those hail cores, man! Big time hail cores in here. Big time hail cores. I mean, we're talking, hail core. I mean, hail. We've seen upwards of 4-inch hail that's been in here so far. All these bills from that radar, I guarantee, are maxing out. Yeah, there they are. Boom, big time hailers. Let's check out some of the camera views. It's kind of stuck in the rain, man. There's Vince's camera view. Let's check because Corey, he's still behind that truck, I see. Keep checking that out. So all these cities here just to the east, as these continue to move off to the east. So Fort Madison, Keokuk, Canton, all these have got to be watched. They're going to get hit pretty hard here. And we'll see some new warnings that are going to fire up right ahead of that line here very shortly. So we'll see some additional warnings coming out. This is the prime zone for, obviously, potential tornadoes. I'm going to continue to watch that here for the next few hours or so. Let me see here. Is this... there's the producer. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, that's that. Okay, I was just double checking my feeds on Facebook. It's working fine. Surprisingly working good. I'm back. Welcome back. I always have to eat a snack, man. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get on there yesterday. There was some pretty good storms up there in Minnesota. There was one really great tornado signature that I saw out on the Nebraska line. That was really good. Boy, that was a really good one. I'm starting to do shorts, like little radar short stuff, and kind of putting stuff on the short side a little bit. I want to experiment with that a little bit more to see what kind of stuff I can get with those shorts. There's our new warning out. I was just calling for this. We got a new warning here. It's kind of overlapping the other one. This is tennis ball size hail. Oh, geez. 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northern Adair County, southeastern Putnam, southern Schuyler County. Goes till 5 o'clock. Storm was about 7 miles northwest of Kirksville, moving east at 35. So right near the Green Top area there. We're going a little close. Obviously, let me switch. I don't like that radar. It's just too pixelated. I'll go back over to the Des Moines radar. That's a little bit better looking. So we're getting right near Sublet area, just north of Kirksland. You're getting some pretty good size hail. You got your hail core sitting right up here. So we're getting some pretty good hails up there right now. Kind of interesting how this has kind of evolved into kind of almost a multi-cluster storms, kind of all together in the same general area. Let me see here. Interact. Is this 13th? Yeah, I think that's right. Right. I'm just double checking my water vapor imaging. Let me refresh this one more time. Make sure that is correct. That's my other phone. I don't have my business phone with me, which is not smart, but I don't care. Yeah, there you go. This is the water vapor imaging here, and you kind of see that that little blow up there of storms. What's just going on there? Let me get this moving for you real quick. Sorry, I forgot to turn it on. Hello. And we'll speed this up a little bit. There you go. So you kind of see that little blow up of storms right there on the Iowa border, and you got stuff going out there, out from the plains from Colorado out into Kansas, and then moving that way. You got that a little bit of that trough kind of digging in there. Let me get this all the way to the top. Sorry, I'm trying to get my drawler here going. So you got this deepening trough right through here. So there's that storms. This is the area where the best tornado threat's going to be. Got this low kind of spinning out right here right now. But it's this trough right there that's setting off that severe weather that's moving through Michigan all the way back into Iowa right now. So that is what we're seeing there. Go back over to Radar Mega again. We've got, 17 different warnings out. That's pretty good. Again, that's for the United States, not for Canada. Canada's got a whole bunch of stuff going on up there, but I'm not watching their stuff. Canada's got a bunch of stuff going on. But we got 3 there in Michigan, 1 here on the Indiana-Missouri line. We got a cluster of warnings around the cells here. We got a few more back here into Kansas. Nothing going down in Florida, just kind of double checking here. But nope. But this is the main target zone here. Can we continue to watch where the storm chasers are right now? Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Gotta continue to watch these warnings, though. I'll tell you, I'm gonna watch and make sure as they trim these back a little bit. Got a new warning just came out. That's that cell to the north. Look at that one, just kind of flared up here. Ping pong size hail. This is for southern Davis County, goes until 5 o'clock. And this one is near Bloomfield Municipal Airport, moving southeast at 35. So that's a pretty good cell there near Bloomfield. Again, you got a lot of hail with these things. Tremendous large hail pockets. Each one of these hail cores here, probably upwards of 2-inch hail on just about all of these. At least based off what we've seen so far of all the reports, we're getting some pretty significant hail reports in all those cells right now. Moving on through. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see how this goes. I know everybody who's watching right now, my regulars, I can always tell that because the number will drop off and it'll be sustained right there. So we'll see if the algorithm will pick up some other stuff here for this afternoon. Very low viewer count here for this afternoon. Not really that unexpected. Now I do expect when we do the tornado, hurricane stuff, hopefully I'll get a little bit better idea of what goes on there. But that's how it's working right now. Let me look at I want to look at my algorithm real quick. I want to look over here. No, not that one. Come on. Yeah, that one, 89. Woo! I was just checking to see how my video I posted. I did post a video, by the way. If you have not seen it yet, it is an outlook. It is on the YouTube channel here on the tropical outlook stuff. There are 3 different areas that we're looking at possible tropical stuff. But one's pulling away from the southeast coast. That's probably the next day or so. I'm not worried about that one. One going into this weekend, going into Mexico, the way it's looking right now. And then the one beyond that one's got my attention front and center. But if you want to check that report out, you can do so at any time you'd like to do that. Let's check out some of the camera views. Haven't looked at these in a hot minute. Let's see what Corey's. He's finally got behind away from that truck. Again, hey, if you're checking out our channel, we're watching out the severe weather here across portions of Iowa and Missouri right now. But it's not the only state being impacted. We got several of these warnings stretching in a pretty good swath, all the way from Michigan, stretching all the way back in here toward Colorado and into Kansas. But this is the kind of the zone right now as we're watching this severe weather. If you could do me a favor, if you're coming in here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. And I only ask that because we're a small channel and we need a little help whenever we do any kind of severe weather coverage. And that's done by you guys giving a thumbs up on the channel and or subscribing to the channel. So if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to automatically be enrolled to win a free NOAA weather radio. I'm going to give those away once we get to 5,000 subscribers. Hopefully we get there at sometime this summer with our tropical coverage. And when we do, we'll have a big live event. We'll give away the free radios for everybody. So at least the 8 that I can buy. So that's what we're doing right now. Just kind of watching these clusters. It's kind of interesting when these storms get flared up like this. They can almost kind of feed off each other a little bit as this is coming. They're not moving too terribly fast. They're getting a pretty good, there's some pretty decent jet energy above. They're getting above 50, 60,000 feet for sure. I mean, they're very high thunderstorm tops in here. Let's take a look at the rainfall totals real quick. See what the storm totals have been with these storms too. Not too bad. They're moving pretty good. So the rainfall totals haven't been too terribly bad. 1 inch, a little higher amounts, 1 inch or so, lower an inch. So it looks like the heaviest rain amount's about 1 inch of rain in here. That's not too bad. Nothing like South Florida. Did you guys see some of those rainfall totals down in Florida? Oh my God, we're talking like 2 feet of rain over the last 3 days across some portions of South Florida. And what's interesting is that was right in an area that was in a quote unquote drought. Not anymore. They are definitely been beaten back for sure down there for today. So let's go back. Let's check this warning over here. Haven't seen this one in a while. We'll check and see if there's been any updates on this warning. This is on the Indiana and on the Illinois border here. It looks like it's coming out of Illinois here. So this storm is moving southeast at 30. It's chilling in that line. And you can see that line here. Let me get, let's do this radar here, kind of in between here. So you can kind of see what's going on with this line here. This line's not too bad. We're getting some strong gusty winds. Hail's not all that bad. These storms are lower, probably about 45,000 feet in here. Nothing too bad, but definitely got a little punch with them. But the real hefty stuff is back here. This is where the best jet energy has been. The storms are much higher in their intensity as it's moving through portions of southern Iowa and into Missouri right now. Yeah, I was hoping to get a few more viewers today, but it just unfortunately just not in the cards. Kind of happened. We've been on since 4 o'clock, and it's been about an hour and a half. We haven't even got 100 viewers today, unfortunately. That's what happens when you're a small channel. And it's no fault of mine. This is how the algorithm rolls, and people's interest. That obviously plays a big factor as well. But we'll continue to do these as we go along. I really am looking forward to the tropical season to see if we can get our growth and get our numbers as we go into the upcoming hurricane season. Just kind of checking along this boundary here just to see if there's anything. Look like it's back building or popping. I'm not seeing anything there, so I'm just kind of bouncing between these radars and checking them out. But this is looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that one just trimmed that one back. We got eight storms or 8 severe thunderstorm warnings all in that right area right there. Out of half of the 16 severe thunderstorm warnings are all right here in that one zone. Brandon's out in the soup right now. Can't see very well. Corey's out ahead of the storm now. It's good to see if they can get some good stuff here. And Vince is in the storm right now. So everybody's kind of trying to get out ahead of these cells as they move along. What's interesting, what I'm going to watch here closely is as these storms progress up the east to see if they kind of interact with any outflow boundaries. That's always an area that you kind of look for possible storms to kind of flare up in other areas. A lot of hail with this stuff. I think I might give me a drink. I mean, like a soda, not beer. Just one of these. That's my poison of choice is Diet Dr. Peppers. The cream, different flavors. That's my choice there. But look at all these hail, man. Old school. Hello, old school. He's out. Well, good to see you back there, my friend. I appreciate you giving me the thumbs up. That always helps. But it's definitely a fight today, guys. It's just the way, nature of the beast. Nature of the beast. Get a drink and a snack. Yeah, I'll give me a drink here in just a second. I will absolutely do so. And we're sitting at where's my stinking light box? There's not. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're still sitting at 17. So 18. Well, somebody just give me a thumbs up. Hey, thank you. 18 on there. That's good. Like I said, every time everybody, but the duration number's up. That means my regular guys are out here watching, and you guys are driving up the number quite a bit. So when we get more interaction, people kind of coming in And it's kind of one of those things. I got to watch that counter. I got to watch the views. When it starts chatting up, that's when I have to chime in and say, hey, before you leave, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like there. That helps the channel. We've added a few today. I think we started at 3708. We've added 3 new subscribers today, which is fine. It's every time you can get away with 1, it's a good news. So this is the new high, and then my videos, I hope to just maintain that. Trying to hold it there as best we can, so we can get bigger events, especially with the tropics heating up a little bit later. Another thing I got to get is some new lights. You notice I got this over here. Oh, not that shoulder. This shoulder right there. I got the little on-air thing. My daughter gave that to me as a Father's Day gift. Only problem is when I light it up, you can't see it. It's blasting out my iris on my camera here, and you can't see it. So I just got it turned off right now. I've got to get some additional lights in here, I think. If I get some more additional lights, I think that'll help the view right there. So let's take a look here. Let's go back over to high reflectivity mode here. Yeah, let me go grab me a soda real quick. I'm going to do that. Let me go to the full screen here real quick. There we go. Always go to the following. Stand by, guys. Get me a new soda. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, folks are just coming off work too. Starting 5:30, 4:30 in the area. So hopefully, as we go here for the next couple hours, we'll see if we get some additional people to kind of come on board and check out the live coverage today. I really hope for the day that I build a nice audience of, looks like you guys out here are the normal watchers. We get up to a sufficient level here where the channel can become self-sufficient, because that's what I hope to do. I hope we get to a point to where, when I say self-sufficient, that means that we got a good subscriber base that's big enough to where I don't have to promote every 10 seconds. There's a new warning out. There we go. Been watching the same cluster here. Again, still look at tennis ball size hail still been reported in here. Wow, that's a really southern Van Buren County, Scotland County, and northwestern Clark County. That's Missouri and into southern Iowa. Storm was located near Pulaski, or 9 miles southeast of Bloomfield, moving southeast at 35. So some very large hail has been reported all in this. The biggest one I've seen is up to 4 inches so far. So quite a bit of hail in this stuff, and that's why I keep going back to the vertically integrated liquid. That gives you where the hail cores are, and they're showing up so nicely. Again, you're dealing with thunderstorm tops that are going well above 50,000 feet. You got some very strong updrafts in here, which is feeding these storms to allow these hailers to get produced, and quite significant. I keep checking with the StormChasers just to kind of see if I see any hail in their shots. Ooh, that one's black. Can't see that one. Let's see this. Let's see if Ben sees. So he's just in rain right now. So I keep going back and checking the chasers to see if they get into a hail core, or they see hail on the ground. That's why I'm kind of keep going back and looking to see what they see there. Because we've definitely seen the heavy reports there, to say the least. If you're checking in new to the channel right now, please consider subscribing. If you're already a subscriber and you've already shared, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And if you can give me a thumbs up, again, that helps with the YouTube algorithm, as we're going to continue this coverage here for the next couple hours or so. And we were trying to see if we could get to 3750 on the counter today, but unfortunately, it's been a little bit of a fight to get interest here to come out and look at the severe weather coverage. I think some people are also a little burned out, I would say. It's been one heck of a severe weather season. Second busiest on record so far, only behind the one back in 2011 as far as the number of tornadoes and stuff we've seen so far this year. It has been just a tremendous, tremendous season. We kind of thought we were going to see that going into the season. I know I did. I thought the southeast wouldn't be quite as bad, and it wasn't, but the plains I knew were going to be pretty active, and that has pretty much come to fruition there. But boy, this has really got That has got some major hail in here, buddy. We're talking, when you see the purple in there and you're going off the gate, you're talking Winetta and Stiles are getting some very large hail, probably to baseball size in that area. But this is a pretty nice little cluster of storms. It continues to move east. So Burlington, West Point, Fort Madison, Cook, Canton, all these are up and down these river here are going to get pounded here with these storms. They're not moving too terribly fast. 35 miles per hour is not too bad, but pretty significant ones in there. So yes, Rosin, I got my drink and I got my snack. There, I got my drink right there. I'm just so, like I said, I really just so glad that I can chat with folks on Facebook and on YouTube channel, on both channels here at the same time. And when we get to the meat of the hurricane season, we're gonna be rocking, man. I got some really good stuff. I've got spaghetti plots. I've got different satellite views. I've been working on the version of this for the tropics. I've been really kind of working on that and making sure I get something that's very conducive. I've got all the interactive stuff on there because I basically copied this one and then I redid my stuff for the tropics here for today. So what was my counter up here? Let me double check. I always like to go back and check. We're up to 18 likes. So we're up to 18 likes. So if you haven't already liked the channel, please consider doing so. Just like and subscribe. The viewership duration's been very high today, 7.5 minutes. I appreciate my regulars here checking out the channel, that's for sure. But we're not getting a lot of new folks coming in right now, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's all right. I don't mind doing this. This is fun for me. I wish I was on yesterday though. I was feeling so crappy yesterday. There were some really great tornado signatures yesterday. I saw a couple of them. I was like, oh man, I just was not feeling it yesterday. It was I think I don't know if it was sinus. I think it was allergies. Living at Metro Atlanta, we were under air quality alert for the day. I think the air just got to me yesterday. So again, but boy, these are some pretty hefty storms in here. What I'm looking for to see if there's been any other new storm reports in here. In fact, let me go look at my other one. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me see here. I want to switch out. Oh, we got a new warning just came out. Where's that one? Oh, out here into Kansas. Let's go out here to Kansas. Got a new warning out here. Let's take a look. And this one is for ping pong size hail out here. This is for southern Wichita County in west central Kansas. This is located 6 miles west of Loti, moving southeast at 15. So these out here are definitely not moving all that fast at all. Probably good gully washers out here. Looks like a couple of outflow boundaries may be converging in here that's causing the activity out in this area. And that one may go severe. That one needs to be watched. And this one here, outside of the watch box, that may also go severe here very soon. Hey, we just cracked 100. All right, we just cracked 100 viewers for today. All right, it took an hour and a half. That's all right. That is okay. All right, let's go back over here to Des Moines. Analytics and stats, man, not my thing. Not my thing. But again, like I said, as long as folks sit here, if you're coming in and coming out, just leave the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, you're automatically registered for a free No Weather Radio, which we're going to give away when we get to 5,000 subscribers. And once we get to that, we'll have a day to do that as a live pick out. I'm going to have my daughters pick out the names for me, and then we'll do a nice little broadcast on that. So. Still waiting. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not seeing a new hail report come out of here in a hot bit. It's been a few minutes. We had a nice cluster of ones back here, but I'm not seeing anything new in here. Not just yet. Nothing's posted from the National Weather Service on the hail in here. Let's see. Brandon's camera's down again. It's what you get rain fade in there. You get into an area where the rain's too hard. You can't really get a signal out worth of crap. So there's Corey. He's getting out of the cell here. So I keep checking back and forth here. Da-da-da-da-da. There's our warnings at. Boy, I just, wow. I would like someone from Canada to explain to me these tornado warnings that are like gigantic and for an hour and 11 minutes. I don't know, they treat the warnings like watches or something. I don't know, but it's just weird to see tornado warnings like that. I got some more, looks like we got some more damage reports here. Several limbs down, some trees down from some of these storms that are moving through Michigan. So that's not unusual. See, that line is getting closer to Detroit now. You can see that line moving through Michigan right now. So, fortunately, we've not seen any tornadoes in the cluster zone yet. I think the best way this was looking is the way it was looking to me. I was going to look at the model data. It looked like it was going to be something, if we did get tornadic activity, as far as the parameters were concerned, it was going to be probably after 6, the way it was looking. And obviously, the way things have evolved, if we get anything tornadic, it's going to be in this cluster of storms here that are across areas here. Nothing's happened so much since you're gone. I'm still watching this cluster of storms that have been producing upwards of baseball-size hail, tennis ball-size hail in this cluster. Let me see how the winds have been. The storm chasers look like they haven't really seen much in the way of high-velocity winds in here. I mean, they're oops, I'm sorry, I didn't want to take a screenshot there. My bad. Just kind of seeing some of these winds. Yeah, 60 mile per hour winds, 65 mile per hour winds. Just kind of checking to see some of these winds in here. 60 mile per hour winds. So you got some pretty good winds in here. I'm just kind of scanning through the. So in that light blue color, you're kind of getting winds upward of 60 mile per hour winds. Looks like you got some pretty good winds up here too. 74 mile per hour winds there. That's the highest I've seen so far. So we've got some very strong winds there in that watch box there. 2-inch size hail, and looking at some pretty sizable hail in there. So we're going to get some new warnings here very shortly as this is moving off toward the east here. Oh, excuse me. That'd be gross there. There's our cluster of storms. Just riding right along the Missouri-Iowa border, but coming into the western portions of Illinois here pretty shortly. We got a new warning that came out. Where's this one at? Let's see. This one is out into Kansas, central Kansas, actually. Looks like part of that boundary starting to flare up a little bit there. Is that the closest one? I guess this is the closest one here. All right, so I got a new warning here. This one is for southwestern Russell County, and northwestern Barton County goes till 5:30. This one's moving east at 5 miles per hour. Alrighty. Well, it's a service, to the least. Like I said, I hope the beta test for Radar Omega. I really do. I just need to make my way up. I need to get some cards made. I want to get some. I think what I'm going to start doing here is I'm going to start getting some cards made for me to start handing out in my local area around me, and start trying to get subscribers in and around the Atlanta area. So I'm going to start handing out cards with my logo and the address. Hey, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. So start handing those out. I want to get those business cards made before I go over to Radar Omega and see those guys. Those guys are, like I said, they're about 25 miles away from me, and I just want to see if we can work out some sort of deal to get a potential sponsorship. I'm guessing that they're probably going to tell me I need to get to a certain number of subscribers before they would consider even sponsoring, helping them sponsor the channel. So we got a new warning came out. Oh, this one's back over here in Kansas. Let's go back up. These things are overlapping at each other because they're just not moving that fast. But you got some pretty good. It's a pretty good storm here. This one is for northern Wichita County, southern Wallace County, southwestern Logan County, and northern Greeley County. It goes till 4:45. Again, these storms not moving very fast at 15 miles per hour. And where's the other warning? I just heard the alert tone go off there. And over here near northern Indiana. Let's go back over here. Kind of moving around here a little bit. Big coverage area, man. All right, so this here is for northern Elkhart County, northeastern St. Joseph County and southeastern Cass County and St. Joseph County. Storm was located near Simonton Lake, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So that is what's going on there. That's some pretty good, strong, gusty winds all up along. In those areas that don't have a warning on them, you're probably looking occasional pulses up in here, probably getting close to 50 miles per hour along that line. I'm gonna scan back along this line. Nothing there. Yeah, nothing except when you get back over here to this cluster. Oh, Brandon's finally getting out of the soup here a little bit. Oh, see the sky color? Look at the sky color there. Notice that on the horizon? Yeah, that kind of greenish bluish hue. Good indication you got hail in there. When you see the skies like that, that's when you're definitely got hail. That's a hailer behind him. Impressive wall cloud though. Look at that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, definitely got some pretty good hailers in there. And he's got a camera in front of him. He's got 2 cameras on that one. Good for Brandon. And Brandon, by the way, if you like to subscribe to his channel, his link is down below. I always like to give kudos out to the storm chasers. Storm chasers are very fickle. They also get very protective of their property and their stuff and things. So I try, I'm a small guy, so I don't think they'll leave me alone. But I at least want to make sure I give those guys credit. And anybody that comes over to my channel, I want them to go ahead and subscribe to theirs too. So it's only fair. Got to be fair, man. That is a hell of a damn hail squab here. Boy, this is really... I'm not going to try to pronounce that name right there, but I promise you they're probably seeing tennis ball size hail just to the north of town. There's a Keosauqua, I guess that's what that's called. I cannot even pronounce that name, but that's a pretty good hailstorm. That's going to come in awfully close to Fort Madison. That's a pretty good sized city there. Whew. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 6 warnings all right here and along the Iowa and Missouri line. Hasn't been too. I'm surprised. I guess he just started No, he isn't still moving. Heck. Except I'm not seeing activity around him. Let me switch my view. I'm not sure. There's nothing showing in the radar range, but he's looking at a lot of cloud cover there. Interesting. What if that's a recorded thing? Sometimes you check that out, and sometimes you don't, man. But these things have been hailing. I'm still kind of checking to see. I want to check my other source, because sometimes it can get a little funky. So let me double check something here. And that's my dad was calling there for a second. So just kind of checking out these. There's still the same hail reports. Looks like a couple of hail reports there in the middle. Oh, there's one finally posted. Just when I was looking to see if there's something posted there. There it is. It just popped up there. There's a couple of them just popped up as I was looking. 2-inch size hail there. And you got 1-inch hail just to the north there near Scotland County. So we got happening right now as we speak. So again, you look at the veil in here. Yeah, you got that hail core just went through there. So it's just coming into Rutledge right now. Let me switch. Let me go back at the Des Moines radar here. It's right on the edge between these radars. God, it's making it tough. All right, let's try Davenport here, I guess. So you got that 2-inch hail sitting right there. So you got the hail report right there showing up as we speak. You got 1-inch hail just to the north of there. So very significant hail in here. Ooh, excuse me. Put a diet soda in my drink and my stuff, and it makes you all belchy. So they've extended this watch now. It goes all the way back. Wow, this goes a very long way. Yeah, it's everywhere I've been trying to cover. Let me get this centered up here. So here's the watch boxes here. Let me switch this over. So this goes all the way back. So we're talking about southern Michigan. It goes until 8 Central Daylight Time. Then it goes until 10, going over to Illinois, going into Missouri, and then we got also going into southern portions of Kansas and going all the way back over. So we got a very large swath there of severe thunderstorm watches set up. That's part of the reason why I chose today to cover, because it was a big coverage area. And you can see that quite well, but they're in little clusters, so I think we're not done yet. The high resolution model was hinting that stuff was going to be firing off a little bit later. We're coming up almost to the time that it was going to kind of explode the storms up a little bit more after we get to 6 o'clock. So once that cap starts to break, I think what we're going to do is we're going to see some more activity here kind of flare up in this zone right there. It just hasn't happened just yet, but we're getting there. So we got a new warning that just came out on that big storm that's been producing some very large hail. 2-inch hail, lime-size hail here. We're looking at Van Buren County, southeastern Lee County, northeastern Scotland County, western Clark County. Storm was moving southeast at 35, right near Keosauqua. That was that name I was butchering earlier. But you clearly see the purple in there. That's indicative of some very high reflectivity. Ice is, of course, a very excellent conductor of the radar bands. It's kind of looping around there. So we got a pretty good cluster of these storms getting ready to move in here into coming out of Iowa and Missouri and coming into the western portions of Illinois here. Probably in the next couple hours. These are moving about 35, so we got a little ways to go there as this is kind of coming in there. A lot of hail with this thing, well, I tell you. I was checking these sky conditions out here. Still looking capped out here. When I'm saying capped, what I'm meaning is you're looking at the cloud bases and you notice how flat they are. They're not going up. They're not moving vertically here. So that means it's because it's so hot. There's a warm layer above and the air can't rise. You got to have the column layer rise to get the storms to flare up. And it's kind of flat out there. And 98 degrees. Ouch! I was just seeing this camera there. And this is the tail end of that boundary. Hold on a minute, folks. Sorry about that. My wife ordered a pizza for us tonight since I was doing severe weather coverage. Now, my wife, I think I'll keep her. I think I'll keep her. Anyway, so this is the tail end of the front. You notice we're getting stuff that's flaring out here on the tail end of this. But we're still in the kind of between these two clusters. Nothing's showing yet, but I think we're going to see some more stuff that's going to flare up here a little bit later here as we head into the evening hours. So let me go back over here. This, it's so weird. You see the radar out of the range here from Des Moines. Looks like this one is, and again, it's right on the edge of these ranges. Boy, it makes it very very difficult to kind of see what's going on in here. But let's see here. Corey's camera. I'll see what's going on. He's getting, it's awfully dark out there. Let's see how dark it is. So, quite a bit of stuff right here. Oh, let me get that phone. Hold on a second. I keep getting dinged over here, and I don't have my phone with me, which is not smart. Well, there's someone. All right, there we go. All righty, here. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go back over here to what we're talking about here. So continue to watch this severe weather. Yeah, can't get no traction today. YouTube says, you suck. I can't get no traction, can't get no satisfaction. I digress. Yeah, you can see this spout. You can see this little layer here. I mean, you can kind of see where this is kind of lining up. Oops, what's this here? What is meant to be all you don't understand? Still, basically, that it's a hot air is can't grow. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was you trying to explain the whole idea of the cap? Yeah, that's the air can't rise if the warm air is above it. That's just the way it is. The calm air has got to be cooler than the air around it for it to rise. Hot air rises, right? So calm air's got to be able to cool. It's got to be able to rise. If it's warmer above it, not gonna go through it, man. Not gonna do it. Oh, look at these storm reports. I just saw one popping at 4-inch hail. There's the one there. 4-inch diameter stone hail. Oh, I hope someone got a picture of that. I want to see that. 4-inch size hail. Hello. I kind of saw these. They always kind of come in a little bit late. Never fails. Alrighty here. Let's see here. Show that range there. That's on the edge. That's using the St. Louis radar there. And awfully close to crossing the river here, but boy, these things have been dumping some major hail. Let's look at that. Yeah, still seeing those hail cores. Quite significant. Quite significant. Yeah, big old hills. I still love those emojis. I'm glad I added those. I think they're kind of fun. I do. I think they're kind of fun. The little emoji postings and stuff. Still trying to see if these guys. He's not. No, he's not streaming. Okay, is he still streaming? I don't think he is where he says he is. There's 10 people watching him. Awfully cloudy back over there, but nothing's popping. I'm not sure why he's going that way. I sometimes check to see what the chasers are thinking. Let's take this camera out here in Burlington. Clear as a bell out there. Just plain old hot and windy. Can't see much out there, that's for sure. I do want to get a camera in my house. I want to check in on that. I do want to get a camera outside my own door. There's Dragon Nation. That's still, I was looking at that earlier. All right. What are we up to? We got those have settled. Looks like the storms in Michigan have settled down a little bit. That's good to see. One thing's for sure. I mean, where they put the target zone here for, shut that down real quick. Where they did put the tornado, or where they did put the hail core list, that lined up pretty well. I mean, that lined up pretty good. But the tornado risk, again, it has to come from these cluster storms. That's the only thing that's there. So I want to watch that. And I haven't seen anything on the velocity mode. Well, I don't know. That needs to be watched. So kind of, again, when you see this, it's broad. You see this right here? That's a rotating raw cloud there. You got the red and you got the green that kind of away and toward the radar. So not tornadic, but that needs to be watched. And then you got this other one down here too. But again, broad rotation on both of these. Let's look at the, yeah, both broad rotations on both. So what you're seeing here is when you get a thunderstorm, you'll get up, down, downdrafts in a storm. So I got these pretty large hail cores in here, but these could potentially become tornadic, but they're not showing anything just yet. So pretty quiet on that one right now. So, yeah, we're not getting any traction today. I got 4 viewers right now. Oh, well, I really thought we would get more today. But just not getting anything. What's that? Don't eat the hot peppers. Hot peppers are bad.
I thought it was a banana pepper, but
No, those are hot peppers.
still on there.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a piece of pizza here in a second. In fact, I think I'll go grab one right now.
Put some paper plates out.
Yeah, oh good, let me do that. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Let me get some pizza. Pizza.
Very hot.
You cannot go wrong with Papa John's pizza. There's your free advertising for the day. Let's go back over to this one. Let's switch back over here. Get this going again. Look at my cross section while I'm looking. Haven't looked over here. Let me get switched. Let's see here. We'll switch over to the radar. Now, too broad. I was just checking the cross section on these. So these are those cluster of storms right there. You kind of see the cross section here. Let me stop this to the last one here. And we turn that thing off so you can see the places. So again, you got broad rotation through both of these areas, but they're not tight enough for what you call a TBS, a tornadic signature there. So we got rotating wall cloud, not tornadic at this point. So that's why I was looking at that. No warning. It's on the edge of the radar range there. We'll take a look at this one. 1 inch hail on this one. This is for Knox County and Lewis County till 5:45. Storm is located over Edna, moving southeast at 40 on that one. Let's see what Corey's seeing. Nope. New warning. Oh, way out here in Kansas. Let's go out to Kansas. Kansas. That's awfully broad. That doesn't look that bad. This is for Ness County and northern Rush County, and central Kansas goes till 6 o'clock. My dogs decided to come over here and beg. They're not getting any people food. It looks like some stuff developing back behind here now. Let me switch radars here. I'm watching that real close. Let me finish my dinner real quick and I'll get back on here with you guys. Don't want to be gross and eat in front of everybody. That's true. That radar's terrible. Oh, radar that is. That's not one of the official sites. Let me stop that real quick. Yeah, that's got pretty good winds on that cell. 70-mile-per-hour winds up there. Wow. In that warning area. All right. Last piece and I'm done eating. I'm good to go. Good to go. Well, at least I don't have as many overlapping warnings on this one, that's for sure. Just got these two. The most intense part of this one is one to the north. This was the most intense right there. Oh, we're going to see a new warning out any minute. There's still a lot of light out there, boy. It's really dark. Really dark. See, the warnings over Michigan have ended. That's good. Oh, look at the bill again here. These have gone down a little bit. That's good. Okay, so they look like they're weakening a little bit. We'll check the different radar perspective here. It doesn't appear it could be quite as bad as it did earlier. That's good. I keep checking back to the west because I want to see if stuff in between these two thunderstorm clusters, indication that the cap in there is going to break, because the cap has definitely been holding back thunderstorm development there in the middle. These storms go all the way back down into northern Texas. Wow, that's Texas, Oklahoma here. This is Kansas up in here. Right on that front boundary. Wow. Right when we got in here, look at that. This is southwestern Finney, northwestern Gray until 6 o'clock. These storms are not moving very fast. East at 15. Another warning. Oh. Got 2 warnings. Next one is for central Logan County. Goes until 5:45. This storm is moving southeast at 45. And this is one we just did. So most of the warnings are out here in Kansas right now. Only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 warnings all in that one area. That's on the tail of that front. All right. I feel a lot better now. All right, I'm fed now. I'm good. Had to recharge there. These were looking so impressive earlier. They just don't look as impressive as they did earlier. Just they were very pretty good hail producers in here. Upwards of 4 inches of hail. I saw a 4-inch hail report. A lot of 2.5-inch hail reports in here. Well, these storms don't look nearly as impressive as they did earlier. Could be an indication that the air mass is a little more stable out ahead of it. But I want to see. Let me look at the latest. I want to look at the latest simulator radar here. Like, I got to switch it back over because I was fooling around with it earlier when I was showing the tropical stuff. So let me get it back to where it belongs. U.S. regions. We're talking about the central region here. Okay, that's close. So we're going to do composite reflectivity. Let me go to the high res. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong one. Let me go to the high resolution here. My bad. Oh, we got 2 new warnings just came out right when I was doing that. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me grab this real quick and we'll go check out these new warnings. And there you go. Okay. I'll come back to that in a minute. So we got 2 new warnings here. This one is for Henry County and Des Moines County. Van Buren County, Jefferson County, and Lee County till 5:30. Storm was located near Waterworks Park, or 7 miles west of Mount Pleasant, moving east at 35. And then we got this one over here, also golf ball size hail here. This is northeastern Adair County, and northeastern Schuyler County goes till 5:30. So we got 2 more warnings that just came out in that area. So while I'm looking at that, so this is what I'm looking at here, kind of looking at these storms. You see that this is the latest of the. Is this the latest run here? Let me see if that's the latest one. It is. So let's do the standard reflectivity here. So the little cluster of storms you see there in the northern part of Missouri, that's what we're currently looking at right now. But you see these storms really flare up across Kansas and going into Missouri here over the next several hours. So this is only goes out about 6 hours. So let me back this up to the previous run. Yeah, there we go. So you kind of see how things are going to deteriorate into that watch zone here as we go into the evening hours tonight. And then it kind of dies down as that daytime heating is lost. And then we'll see how the weather works out for tomorrow. So tomorrow's outlook here is showing another cluster. There's another piece of energy that's going to come out, and that'll go into Colorado, Nebraska, and into Kansas. And then the frontal system moving into the northeast. That slight risk for severe weather up there. Wait for tomorrow. Let's go back here to Radar Omega. See, right now I got my regulars all watching. I can't expand the channel. I can't do anything because I allowed it to drop off. And that's my fault. That's just something you learn with the YouTube algorithm. The way that thing works, if you don't stay active in the engagements with a thumbs up and the subscriber, it'll lock you out. That'll be it, and then you're done. And unfortunately, that's what happened to us. So, and that's okay. I'm not even sure how am I done on the Facebook side here. Where's my Facebook stream at? There's the live producer. I'm just trying to. I streamed it from this thing. It has to be right over here. That was yesterday's. So where's the one for today go? I'm not exactly sure. Is it over here? Can't tell. Can't see it. I know I'm streaming, but I can't see it for some dumb reason. Not sure why. I got a new warning out. Again, Kansas, boy, they're just getting pounded out there today. Three-corner shale, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is for northwestern Ford County, northeastern Finney County, western Hodgman County, southern Lane County, and northern Gray County. It goes till 6:15. Storm was located 14 miles south of Amy. Hey, Amy! Moving southeast at 25. So we got some pretty good storms there. I guess what I'm a little disappointed was I really thought that these cluster storms here could potentially become tornadic, and that none of them have given me. There's been broad rotation in these things, but I'm not seeing anything to indicate that they will go tornadic. I'll go back here to the velocity again, and just not seeing. There's good winds in there, but nothing tornadic, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, actually. I think fortunately, because you don't want nobody hit the tornado, but I was hoping we might get some tornadic activity to kind of cover today. But obviously, I never want something to hit somebody's house. That's for darn sure. So we got this stuff right here because the watches are it's a big coverage area. I mean, it really is. I mean, they're starting to chip away some of these counties. I just saw that update here. So you see the watch boxes going all the way from Indiana all the way back to Kansas. The biggest cluster of storms are out there into Kansas. There's more than a half dozen of them out there. And then we got the clusters that are just kind of coming across the Iowa, getting ready to come into Illinois here very shortly with these storms that are right here on the line. So that's just coming in here over the next hour or so. So making the cross. So hopefully, how did we do on the likes today? I don't think we did very good there. That was another thing. I was not hitting that hard enough. And that, again, that's on me to stay on top of that. We've got 19 likes. So that's just not active enough. So when you're doing these coverages, that's why you got to stay on there for people to be able to come in and watch the coverage. You got to stay on top of that, because if you don't, you just don't get the coverage. All right, so let's see. I just saw a new warning come out here. Where's that one? Over here near Detroit. Let's look at her in UP, Michigan. Well, it don't look all that bad, does it? Really doesn't. But 3/4 inch hail. This is for southeastern Lapper, northern Macomb, and St. Clair County. There in southeastern Michigan. It goes till 7:30. Those don't look all that impressive at all, but to each his own, right? Woo-wee! I've seen just unbelievable tornado warnings up in up in Canada today. I still don't see how they do that. That's really crazy. He's just kind of coming into Illinois. Gonna cross the river there in a second. Yeah. We'll see if anything pops here. I'm going to wait till about 7, I think. I'm going to go till 7 o'clock. And then if something does not pop, this is a pretty good looking cell here, though. Near Queen City. That's got some pretty good hail in there. You can see that. And we'll see if these storms here coming to Illinois do anything. I'm waiting to see what this stuff here in Kansas was going to do. Let's go to the Wichita one. That's kind of in between there. So this stuff is moving off to the east, but not moving that fast. And we're starting to see new activity. See this stuff here starting to bust here a little bit? Starting to see indications that the cap's starting to go there across the eastern portions of Kansas right now. Let's check on the Des Moines radar here. Stay on top of this stuff, man. Yeah, these guys got to be getting. That's an awful good looking hail there. Is Brandon so? His camera's a little pixelated. Can't see. Come on, get a clear picture. That's Corey. Woo, there you go. That's a nice clear shot. Look at that. That's a pretty good wall cloud there. Probably some pretty good hail core in here on the southern part of that. That's a very nice looking thunderstorm there. Look at all the corn in Iowa. It's like, where's the Field of Dreams? I think they got that game coming up too, by the way. Major League Baseball has a game there every year where they did Field of Dreams. So, not exactly sure where that's located. I need to look that up sometime. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm gonna go 45 more minutes. I'm gonna go till 7 o'clock, and then we'll see how things evolve here. See if we get some more action. Yeah, see a little bit of stuff here starting to fire up a little bit. Just starting to see a little bit of a break, maybe. Start seeing that boundary starting to shift a little bit. Maybe we'll get some more stuff there, flare. A lot of warnings there in western Kansas, that's for sure. Let me check. Let me see. It's still raining down here in South Florida. Boy, it still is too. That's what I was checking down here in South Florida. You know, they got this area down here got like 24 inches of rain down here. There was some bad flooding in Fort Lauderdale yesterday. That's the last thing they need is more rain out here. But looks like that's starting to improve a little bit down there in South Florida. Just wanted to check down there real quick. Yeah, this is the stuff that I thought might become tornadic today, but didn't turn out that way. Just some hefty thunderstorms. I mean, you can't deny me for seeing it. I mean, that's what the SPC was putting out. I mean, that's where they were thinking. I mean, your 5% risk is nothing to sneeze at. That's where these storms are sitting. But unfortunately, we've not seen anything tornadic out here. He's shooting behind the storms. There's Vince's camera. There we go. Yeah, I think what we're transitioning into now, I think the bulk of the severe weather season, the heavy stuff is coming to an end. But obviously with the hurricane season getting going, it looks like he's got some stuff starting to pop out there. He's got a nice clear camera. I got to give him kudos. He's got a very nice camera. And I think this stuff's starting to, it's starting to see some stuff starting to pop a little bit out to the west. So looks like the cap might be starting to break down a little bit. That's a hell of a hail right there. Woof! Guarantee we got some big hail in there. Oh yeah. I'm seeing a couple of hail reports in here. 2-inch hail being reported in that cell. This one's clearly got some pink solid spots hail there. All these have been having some very good hailers in here. But we're starting to get some stuff here forming on the outskirts from these storms that have already gone by. So that's what I'm waiting to see. Just kind of seeing if along this boundary right through here, that boundary right through here, to see if we're going to get some more stuff to fire up in here. I've got a new warning just came out. New warning here. All right. Almost 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Russell and northwestern Barton counties. This goes until 5:30. And we got another warning just came out on top of that one. We go right on top of each other. One after another. North Central Pawnee County, Eastern Rush County goes till 6:15. Storm was located near Loretta, moving south at 20. That's right along that boundary. See it kind of slowly moving off to the south. There's all these storms out here in western Kansas. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not sure what feature that was. I've never used that one. That one looks fine. That one looks fine. I think this is the Davenport radar is really the closest one. LaBelle, I guarantee they're getting some good hail in there. There's that cell. There you go. This here, my doggy. Come here, doggy. Come here, you. Oh, this here, my puppy. This here is Oliver. Can you see everybody? Say hello to everybody about Ollie. He is a Jack Russell. He is about 12 years old. And he likes what he likes. He likes what he likes. He is, he's very much a creature of habit. and he is better than a clock. Nope, new warning just came out. This is for southern Scotland County and southwestern Clark County. It goes until 6 o'clock. Storm was moving east at 35. And 60 mile per hour is quarter-inch hail. That's that cell that's just to the east there. So that's that cell right here. So this is the cell here, moving off toward the east. That's what's moving across that warning area right there. Yeah, puppy! But everybody likes a dog. Everybody loves a dog. Can't go wrong with the dogs. I'll tell you about my dog, Ollie. He's got a very set routine. Like I said, about 10:30 in the morning, he likes when I go run and check our business mailbox. He likes to go there. I give him cheese. He loves his cheese. He gets his cheese. And he gets, and then in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, he'll say, hey, it's time to feed me. Time to give him some feed. I'll feed him, give him some food and stuff. Then in the evening, if he doesn't get his pet time with the mama, he'll come pop into my lot, and he'll get 2 hours of pet time with them. But they're very very specific about the times they want stuff done to them. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had a single tornado warning tonight, not one. Which again is good and bad. Good for, you don't want anybody to get hurt, but bad when you try to do coverage. I thought we would see a couple today. There were some really good ones yesterday. Now I'm really kicking myself for not feeling too hot yesterday to do the coverage yesterday. I tell you, that one I was on the Nebraska line, boy, that thing was sweet. One of the best looking signatures I've seen in a long time. A very, very good one. Yeah, starting to see that starting to go. I'm watching this stuff here to see if this stuff goes severe or not. That's just starting to pop a little bit. See, it just kind of flared up there. Didn't take long. See the stuff here just kind of flaring up. And that's going to watch. That's going to probably end up going severe too. That's all on that map. Ooh, look at the hailer on that thing. Ooh, from that distance, boy, it's still. That radar, look at that core. Woo! Nasty. It looks good from that radar too, actually from both of them. Very high bill on that one. Boom, hail core. Big time, right over LaBelle. And you got these chasers who are probably looking, oh, new warning just came out. Let's go back over to reflectivity mode. Let's check out this warning. Again, that's for that same cell because it's kind of running around the boundary there. So this one is for ping pong sized hail in this northern Knox County in northwestern Missouri. This one goes until 6 o'clock. Moving east at 40 and wind gusts to 60 on this one. So you got these two nasty cells in here. This one cell, and this one right here, which is kind of right in between these two warnings right there. Ooh, that's got some rotation in there, a little bit. Gonna flare it up there for a second. Yeah, it looks like we got some rotation on here, a little bit. That's why these storm chasers are down here. That's where they're looking. They're looking north. So let's see. Now Brandon's camera's down. Corey's camera. They must be in a bad cell zone. Both of them. Both of them in a bad cell zone. But they're looking at that storm to the north. There's some pretty good rotation right through there. I'm switching over different radars to see if I see anything there. Yeah, there's some rotation in there. Absolutely. Absolutely some rotation. No, you're asking the question there. Do I think this should... not based off that signature, at least not yet. That's too broad at this point. Let me look at one thing here. I could check a couple things. That's down there. Yeah, no. I'm looking to see if there's been any kind of TVSs that have been in that area. I'm not seeing any This is what I'm looking at here. Let me show you that real quick. I'm looking at the cross section of this right here. So I'm seeing a lot of warnings. I'm seeing the hail. I'm seeing the rotation, but not seeing anything that would be indications of this being tornadic at all. No, just some broad rotation up there. Pretty good rotation, but just not tornadic. They're too broad at this point. But that's why that risk was there, because you are getting rotating thunderstorms, but you're just not getting anything that's producing tornado at this point. I see he's going to intercept this other storm, except his camera's not coming up. Come on, Vince, your camera, come up there. Yeah, Vince gave me the riot act. I used a little video on it. Hey, did you get permission to use that? I was like, man, it was a 10-second clip. I've got another warning came out. Where's this one? Oh, here into Kansas. And we got another one over in Indiana. We got 2 of them we got to do out. Let's do this one over here first. So this one is for northwestern Barton County. This goes till 6:30. This was moving south at 10, so that one's not moving all that fast. It's got 3 warnings on top of each other on that cell because it's not moving very quickly. And then we just had this new warning came out over here in Indiana. Or a cell over here, and this has got 1-inch hail here. This is for southern Porter County, southeastern Lake County, northern Jasper County. This goes until 6 o'clock Central Daylight Time, and moving east at 35 on that one. That's on the tail end of that line. That's the only warning along that line. Well, there's one up there toward northern part of it. Obviously, you got the one up here, which doesn't look all that impressive. This is this warning here. We looked at that one a little while ago. So, all right. You know what, guys? I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down for the night. Just didn't really get a lot of little traction today. So, I don't know. I think I might leave this up. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to mute the microphone for a little bit, but I'm going to leave it right here for a little while. And I might come back a little bit and see how we're doing. But right now, it's just not looking that bad so far. We'll see how it looks here. I'll leave the broadcast up. I'm going to leave it going. But I'll come back in a little bit. Check on you. Bye-bye.